stage at the 1995 NPC USA Championships, and we're talking with heavyweight competitor Mitch Krause. Mitch, how do you feel about the contest so far?
Oh, it was great. Really enjoyed it. It's got some heavy competition here. It's really tough.
When you say heavy competition, you're certainly among the heavier competitors.
Yeah, well, they got me by a few pounds, but it's really good competition here. It's this is the best in the country, and I feel pretty proud to come and compete against these guys. So
well, you should, but you always have to remember when you're competing against the best, you're also among the best.
That's true, but
sort of a humbling thought, isn't it?
Yeah. Now as you think about it, it's oh my, yeah. I guess I am one of the top. What would it be, 20 or 30 in the country now?
Exactly.
But, there's always room for improvement. And
it's a joy and a responsibility at the same time.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
It was interesting. We were talking just a moment ago about an old college roommate of yours who got you started into the competitive side of bodybuilding because you were a swimmer at the time, and you moved into bodybuilding more seriously. Tell us a little bit about that, because it's really an interesting story.
Well, actually, I had a roommate in college, and I was a swimmer, and I was pretty thin. I was about 155 pounds, 6 foot, which isn't really big. And he was a little bit shorter than I was and had just these really nice, gigantic arms and huge shoulders. And I always thought, well, God, he looks so good. And he never did. He never worked out. Never, ever worked out. And all the girls would come over and go, ooh, look at his arms. And that day I was like, well, that's it. I'm going to the gym every day from now on. And I did. I just started going. And, he probably doesn't look the same nowadays, but it was really kind of an inspiration. I don't know, it kicked something into high gear, and it said, it's time to get this thing going.
I think they call that a catalyst.
It was a catalyst. Before that, it was just kind of a hit and miss. I'd go train a few days, and it'd be like, oh, okay, I trained. And then after that, it was really, I had to get going.
Well, during those college years, just the space of time from the incentive that he provided until graduation, did you really pack on a lot of muscle?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was about 155, 160 pounds. And by the time I graduated from college, which is about 4 years later, I was probably about 220. So I packed on some size and still got a degree out of that.
So you eclipsed him by quite a bit by that point.
Yeah, quite a bit. And, funny, I had not seen him. We roommate together for maybe 8 months to a year. And after that, I haven't seen him since. So I have absolutely no idea what's happened to him. But I'm sure by the time I graduated, I was a lot bigger than he was.
Well, you become a celebrity bodybuilder in the interim.
Well, that's good, too. Maybe you'll look back and go, I know that guy, look at that, which would be kind of interesting. There's a lot of people that I wish would see this and go, I remember him when.
Well, your old roommate might be watching this tape one day, so he might contact you.
Hey, that would be great. And I'd say, hey, you're my inspiration. You're the one that did it to me. So.
I doubt his arms are going to be bigger than yours this time around.
If they are, there's a problem. But I doubt it. Yeah, I doubt it.
We'll have to see that to believe it.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to catch me this time.
Well, it was interesting too. You told us about your dad, who really got you started in the sport initially, at least got you out to the gym. Did you resist at all when he encouraged you to train, or were you right with it from the very beginning?
Oh no, absolutely not. I needed the ride to the gym, and my dad was more than happy to take me in whatever sport I wanted to do, and that happened to be what I wanted to do. And some of my friends were in the gym, and as a kind of a place, I guess more for a social atmosphere for me, other than just training. And so I'd go down there, and Dad, take me to the gym. Okay, I couldn't drive at the time, so he'd take me, and he'd come pick me up 2 hours later, and that was that. And it worked out real well. I'm sure he's happy for it today.
Have you ever had any regrets about being a bodybuilder?
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of regrets in just about anything, but 10 years ago when I really started competing, I find that I've dropped a lot of other things in my life that I've used to do, like skiing, snow skiing, and tennis, and some of the other stuff that you just kind of do in regular life. And I've just dropped all other sports and took this up, and this is the love of my life. I love bodybuilding, and I'm sticking with it. Of course, I'm not going to change over to golf unless they offer me a great contract. But I couldn't hit a golf ball anyway. But
if you did connect with one, it would probably travel the distance.
It would travel the distance, but it would probably go way over there somewhere. So, but yeah, I really love bodybuilding, and it's something I'm sticking with. So I'm here for the duration. Well, actually, I'd like to turn pro, of course, like many of these other gentlemen would. But also I realize that I've got to do other things in my life too. Being 32 now, time's going by, and I gave myself about 4 years to get this done. and I think I can probably pull it together in 4 years and turn pro. If it doesn't happen by then, if I can't crack the top 5 or crack the top 2, I'm just going to have to find something else to do and say I've given it my time and put my efforts into some other endeavor, like making money or something.
Something like that wouldn't be too bad for old age?
No, not at all. You know, maybe I might be able to retire rich.
Even that. But, you know, at least one has the satisfaction, if you will,
yes,
of having competed and of the knowing that you gave it the shot that if you didn't do it, you would never have known.
Absolutely. And, you know, if I would have gotten into it a little bit and kind of just gone around with it and said, oh, I could have done that, and then I would have been kicking myself saying, wow, I really could have done that, and I didn't even give it a try. And now that I'm giving it a try, I'm gonna give it 150% because I'm gonna try to make it as hard as I can for these guys out here. So
and hopefully for yourself.
Oh yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Well, we want to thank you very much for coming and speaking with us
thank
today.
You very much.
It was a great pleasure, Mitch, to have you before our cameras. We know that the pro ranks in this contest are certainly enhanced by your presence here.
Thank you.
And we want to wish you the best of luck for the future.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'll be back next year.
Okay, and that sounds like a promise.
It definitely is.
This is Carl Morelli